So, what? Didn't he already open these figures? Why are we here again to look at him open more of the same figures? Well, for one, I got more people that I used to have, and I figured I bought these for a reason, and I'm going to go ahead and talk about it. So, first of all, let me try to dig in my pile. As you guys know, I have this Battle Armor He-Man here. And, oh, where is he? Is this him? Yes. And then I have this He-Man here. Now this He-Man, as you guys can see, he is missing skin color legs. Now what happened was I had a different He-Man figure's knee break, and so I did a figure swap to steal his parts because these figures were pretty cheap at the time, and I was left without one. Well, anyway, when I went on Amazon, oh, I should have posted a link on Amazon. Sorry, you guys. They had some pretty inexpensive figures and some fun ones. And I thought, you know what? I should maybe just get this figure, even replace the legs even for this guy. You know, it'd be a pretty easy fix because it's cheaper than... Actually, I found some legs on eBay, and the legs cost more than this Battle Armor figure cost. Now, granted, when I got it from Amazon, they bent this over like that and shipped it like that. And I was like, man, unbelievable the way they shipped it. Now, I'm not a huge fan of this Battle Armor He-Man because his chest piece is so small. I do like the chrome ones. He looks cool. And as you can see, I've swapped out all his parts to have the non-battle damage pieces. So I can just have the shiny armor. Shiny. Anyway, and as you guys know, I like this figure and I like his boots. And he was also dirt cheap on Amazon. So I figured, what the heck? I might as well get some extra parts while I'm at it. So that is why I bought these two new figures, just so I could steal their parts for other ones. Let's take a look here. The chrome one is my favorite. This is Jeff. Nice. Jason says, I'm not sure. Pimental? Don't know. I've always got any He-Man I could see on clearance, laughing out loud. Yes, that's the problem, right? At least I got doubles. Now, the crazy thing is the nostalgia crack is strong. You can never have enough of them. Yeah, it's crazy. The crazy part about this whole thing is, as you guys know, I do a huge purge all the time and end up selling a bunch of my figures really cheap. And my box is overflowing. I actually can't see it from the angle of this camera. And I don't like to have my Origins box overflowing, so I am due for another purge. Which is funny because here I am still buying figures, but yet I'm planning on doing a massive purge again to get rid of some of my figures. Wow. Unicron says, I try to get at least 3 to 5 of each figure. Mike V says, what can you take off? What can you take? Yeah, they off. I think that's what it is. He-Man. So, like I said before, obviously the legs. And when I went on eBay just to find legs, the legs cost more to fix this figure than it was just to buy a whole new figure. Now, I didn't bring any hot water in here, and I don't think it separates here at the waist. So eventually I'm going to have to take and bust it apart. But I'm thinking about actually using these legs so I can actually keep my Battle Armor He-Man. Because I don't actually have a Battle Armor He-Man anymore. I've done so much customizing. I still have Battle Armor, the chest, and loincloth sitting around somewhere, but as far as the actual figure, none. And this guy is so much fun anyway. Let's just bust him open first so we can have fun again. And you can see here, it shows some cool box art with Eternia in the background. Eternia. And then we have this grip for swinging the arms. We'll talk about that. It shows his arms swinging up and down like he's with some kind of crazy war dance. And then it shows his weapons that store in the back. And, of course, they spin as you flick them around. So that's fun and cool. And then, of course, we have our Battle Armor He-Man here. And it shows the thumb with the arrow going down to roll the barrel. Man, if the barrel was this big, I would have loved it, you know. But being it's so small, Mattel, why? It just drives me crazy. Okay, speaking of driving crazy, hold on a second. Hold up. Oh, where did I stick that? There he is. There he is. Oh, okay. I got something to show off again that I've shown off many times in the past. That has to be brought forward now. Okay, so let's get busy and pull this guy apart and let's see what we got here. You know what? I'm starting with the Flying Fist He-Man because he's more fun. There you go. Now, what I was actually hoping for was the new, or the boot version one that has the straps that are painted. And it's funny, the picture on Amazon showed that. And I thought maybe I might get lucky and get this cool bootstrap version that is more rare. But nope, I didn't get lucky. I didn't feel lucky before I did it either. So, I guess there you go. All right. Now I remember I seen this figure in the store years and years and years and years ago. At the time this figure came out, the original one, I was too old to still be collecting figures. I know, it sounds funny. It's like, too old? Aren't you too old now, man? But I was, you know, the wrong age to be doing it, and at the time. And so I ended up not getting any of these newer figures. The last one I got was Battle Armor He-Man for He-Man figure. Actually, the only He-Man figure I had was Battle Armor He-Man. I hate when they have the gap in the knees like that. You guys know what to do to fix it. Heat it up, try to shove it in. If that doesn't work, heat it up, cut off the top, shove it in. If that doesn't work, heat it up, drill it deeper, then you shield to fix it. So, there we go. What is the deal with this plastic going around his arms? There we go. I guess it's so the chrome doesn't crack or something. Nothing worse than cracked chrome on your figures. Let me scoot this down a little bit so I can scoot that down. All right, let me look at your guys' comments. Hey, Masterverse Toy Hunter, thanks for joining us. Origin's knees are weird. Let's see. No, you tore the card back. Yeah, sorry to disappoint you guys. I actually tossed all the card backs in the garbage. I did start saving them for a while. I still have a pile saved up on one of my shelves, but yeah, I really didn't care too much about the card backs. I remember saving all the card backs of my original figures for years. Then one time I loaned them all to a friend, and I never got them back. I made some cool custom drawings of He-Man potential figures too, and that's why he borrowed them, is to check out my cool custom figures that I was designing. But now this is one cool feature, is the wind-swept He-Man hair. That's what's funny too. Somebody wanted to get one of these swords, and I sent him a link to Amazon to buy this figure because it was so cheap just to get the sword. And it was cheaper to buy the sword with the figure than it is to buy the sword on eBay. So it's kind of funny. There we go. Now we got all the garb out of there. So it shows to use your thumb right here. I'm just going to tell you guys, just grab it here. It's so much easier. He's doing some kind of weird dance. Anyway. So later on in life, I did go buy some more figures, and I did end up getting these figures. Look at his hands. I thought his hand was closed. It's supposed to be the open hand, but it has been squished in the box. Oh, I did not notice this last time. One thing I do not like is when the clamp right here goes on the paint. It always ruins the paint. You want the clamp to go higher. And this one goes right there where the paint is. So I'm not going to stick it on. I don't want to ruin his paint job on his wrist. So there we go. There is that cool He-Man. And he's got the cool wind-swept hair. Extra hand. He has his turbo flying weapon here, which is supposed to spin when you do this flicking motion, which it kind of does. All right, let's open the other one. No, not the card back. Ugh. 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 I guess I could look at the card back on this one before I get too far open. Let's take a look. I already did, never mind. But it shows Merman and Man-at-Arms up there. Lots of cool figures. Let's see what comes off on here. He has the double swords. So a little bit different going on. He has a battle axe. That's always fun. Now he only has half of the battle sword. So you're going to have to buy the matching Skeletor to have the full complete. Now I wish they would have made this sword full. You can see they're similar, but not the same. You know what? They do look similar, more similar than I remember. It's just the way this is right here. It looks so cool, but they didn't add that little piece on there. So I guess it is the same sword. I didn't think it was, but I guess it is. It just looked more stylistic having that curve like that, but oh well. And there is the blast effect. And he comes with dun-da-da, the new improved head that became the standard eventually for all the new He-Man heads. Come on. Get out of there. Use the battle axe to help pull it out of there. There we go. And, oh, wrong figure. And there he is. And he also comes with the extra hand. Now, there was a question on He-Man.org about whether you use the two-fisted hands or whether you use the open hands. Now, I know the original figures back in the 80s had the open hands, and I never really liked that because I like to use these figures for playing different kinds of role-playing games, and it's nice to have them be able to hold two weapons or a weapon and a shield for scoring. So that's why I like to have the two hands for that reason. Now, granted, you can always stick the shield on with a flat hand, but there you go. All right. Oh. Now, when we got the Classics version, they did not give us a sword with the Battle Armor He-Man, because they figured his armor was his sword, just like with She-Ra, where her sword turns into things. Their storyline was the sword became the battle armor, which I always thought was kind of strange. But I think it was so you'd buy the green sorceress at the time, because the green Tila, because she came with a sword. So if you wanted the sword, you needed to buy the green Tila to do it. All right, so my plans are to steal his legs, put them back on this He-Man. Even though this guy's a lot of fun, I already have one that's great fun. What I love about this guy, as you guys may remember from the last video, is if you take a battle axe and you stick it in his hand, and you raise it up, about right there. Is that? No. You got to put it forward more. Yeah, there we go. And you just take and you twist it. He's got this slamming, battle axe throwing, awesome power punch hit. And I think that's more fun than the spinning blades thing. You can take and line up, you know, some evil baddie and just come in there and whap. I got it too far back. I'm smacking my knuckle. There we go. So raise it over his head and whatcha, 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 whatcha. You could take out a whole battalion with this move. Whoa, I just threw the axe all the way across the room. Let me go get it. Okay, I got it. All right, so there we go. Really fun figure. I kind of wish you could take off this armor and just put on regular He-Man armor on there. That'd be awesome, because then you could have the cool action. Just like with the Thunder Punch one, you could actually take the armor off and put regular He-Man armor on. Is this the Thunder Punch one? Nope. Just curious. All right, so let's check out your guys' comments. I landed on the other side of the planet, the X. There you go. Yes, Thunder Punch He-Man's cool. Wow. Terrified. Yeah. Yeah, what is the deal? I could see, you know what? This would be a good head sculpt to use when you see Scareglow as Prince Adam. You know, I could see that. I think last time I actually did put this on Prince Adam, this head right here, because there's nothing else to use it. So, as you guys know, the small battle armor drives me insane, especially since the arms aren't removable. They could have made a whole different arm structure to do this. As you can see, the ball joint's actually part of this. They could have made that ball joint part of this same structure piece and had all that room, since there's no moving articulated pieces actually in there once you pull off the shoulder piece. You know what? I'm just going to show you guys. I think I have one somewhere. A battle armor He-Man body somewhere, I think. Hold on. Let me look at my scrap parts here. Scrap parts. Huh. My scrap parts is too big. I can't even dig through it. There it is. All right, so if you take a look at this right here, these pieces don't rotate or move. They could have literally just built this into the same framework and had the seam just come right down, just like the old 80s He-Man had. When you pulled their arms off, they had that little ball chunk piece right there. And they could have made it so it goes in a little bit and then just attach the arms on there. Would have made a whole lot more sense. Then they would have had all this free space to create this turn piece to work the way it's supposed to. Now, of course, when you're supposed to play, you're supposed to take... Where's his battle axe? There it is. And the battle axe hits it. And when the battle axe slices it, or somebody else slices him, you get the slice mark. Let me try it again so you guys can see. Just like that. And of course, the other one goes this direction. There it is. Bam. And then you put it back. So, what I did to remedy this situation was I did a hybrid figure. Here it is right here, where I used the original He-Man head, the original He-Man battle armor, and the original He-Man shorts, and then the arms and legs of the battle armor He-Man from Origins. So there you go. There he is. Now, just like our battle armor He-Man, when his arms are down, you have those little holes in top, which is just horrible. There's a light. My AA light. It's my bright one. There we go. Which kind of stinks. You got those holes right there. So my custom has the same thing, unfortunately. But it's pretty cool. His arms move just up and down like the old figures do. You don't get to rotate them because I didn't want to ruin the actual original figure. And then I sanded the legs around to make them fit. And I think I might have used Man-at-Arms boots because they matched his loincloth better than the boots he came with. So there you go. There is my cool custom battle armor He-Man for Origins. And like I said, I do like them better because I love the original He-Man head. It's so cool. And I like the wider battle armor. So there you go. All right. So I will probably be having fun chopping these figures up, maybe in a future video, to do cool customs. And these boots are awesome with the white around them. Such a fun movement too. You know what? You know what? It's time to double axe it. He's got the double axe effect. Joop. Okay, let's see here. Back. Yep, there we go. Chop. And you imagine going in just slicing up snakes left and right. There'd be no hope for those snake men. Chop. You'd be like a slicer dicer. Of course, we did see that in the Revelation when he was cutting through all those villagers who were transformed into demon people, which is so ridiculous because in the Filmation, they would have found a way to save those people and turn them back into humans besides He-Man slicing them with a battle axe. That was a little bit ridiculous. All right, let me look at your guys' final comments. I was going to try this armor on him. Oh, it won't fit because of this piece. Now, the original figure, this came off. This one does not, which is why it doesn't make sense to show the little thumb here. I mean, that is really hard to do. It's just easier just to grab it right here and just go to town. Oh, that's my custom. Let's see how it looks on this battle armor. Oh, wow. I'm going to have to heat it up because I'm not going to be able to fit it over, under, because the leg doesn't come apart there or here. Oh, wait a sec. His legs do come off. Oh! I could just fix them right now. Dun-ta-da! Dun-ta-da-da-da! Oh! Back to normal He-Man. All right. Let's see. Final comments. Just got here. Just in time. But you can one-hand it by using the waist. Yeah, I suppose you can. You could really go in there. I guess that works pretty good. Where's the battle axes? The battle axes of power! But you can still do it like this is one. I guess it is harder than one hand that way. But you're right. This way, you can hold it on a guy and oh, he's been severed into multiple snake pieces. What the heck? We'll pull one boot off too. He slices. He dices. He's the new Remco He-Man. Yeah, that was kind of crazy. Like I said, I didn't like the fact that he was killing all those ex-villagers. Let's see. I wish those axes looked like the vintage toy axes. There isn't enough detail on them. I totally agree, Unicron. Good journey, Masterverse Toy Hunter. All right. So this is a fun figure. Like I said, I already got him in one of my other boxes I set aside, so I don't need another one. But, I mean, way cooler than the rolling armor, just to have him just slice and chop and dash and... That battle armor is pretty strong. Oh! Anyway. That's funny. I do like the way this guy looks. I just wish I could roll the shoulders up and down. It'd be way cooler. I have a whole video on how I made him, so if you guys want to search for how I made him step by step, I got that video on there. Oh! That's what I almost forgot. Because I lowered the price of my lava, that was the unpainted ones, I usually charge 3 times the price for the painted ones. So, it's not plugged in. So I went ahead and lowered the price of the painted one too. So if you click the link in the description for my auctions, the painted one now is like, I think $60 less than it was before. I'm not sure. I think it's 180 now, so quite a bit less. So you can check that out. Basically, it's just 3 times the price of what I was charging yesterday when I told you guys the price. So, fun. All right, tomorrow night, if all goes well, I am going to open up the Chun-Li figures. So make sure you guys are watching for that. It's going to be a really fun video. I'm making a whole new background just for it. So that will be a lot of fun to do. So stay tuned for tomorrow so we can open up Chun-Li. So that'll be cool. All right, until next time, good journey, you guys. Let me check your final comments. Final comments. Can't wait for our lava set. Should be here Saturday. Nice. Most know me as Eldor. Oh! Are you the guy that makes the videos in the Eldor costume? You are. I've seen some of your videos, man. Yeah, it's funny. The main character. But you gotta admit, though, the 40th anniversary He-Man's pretty cool. So they did get it right on that one. But you're right. Normally they didn't get it very good. It's just, what's wrong with you, Mattel? It could have been so cool. Oh well. At least they gave me a chance to make my custom. But I would rather just have had a wide chest like it shows in all the pictures. All the pictures show the wide chest, Mattel. Come on. Come on. Come on. Even there. Come on. I think even the comics show the wide chest too, even. Oh, they got it. Oh, right here. There it is. There it is. Come on. Anyway. Good journey, you guys.